Okay, hey guys. Well, I have a whole bunch of stuff to go through and show you guys today. So I have some movies I picked up recently, some stuff I got in the mail. I just didn't bother doing an unboxing video for you guys. I just figured I'd just save it for an update. I also got some more pop vinyls in the collection, and also I believe they're called um, Derbs or Doibs or something like that. I also have some of those figures from my collection now too. So I guess we'll start off with stuff that I always start with stuff I was going to do an unboxing video for, but just never got a chance to do it. Um, First and foremost, the big one. I was very happy to finally have this in the collection, and that is I picked up the Star Trek: The Next Generation UK edition on Blu-ray, and pretty much the only difference between this and the American version is one, the American version never got one. Here in the U.S., we gotta buy them all individually, which is a pain. And the second, you will pay 1/3 the price, actually almost 1/4 the price. This set's like 150 bucks. If I wanted to buy all the individual sets here in the United States, it would have cost me close to 450 to 500 bucks. So 150 versus 500. I'm going with this one. It's exact identical discs. It's just that they actually have a complete set, which is nice. So, and I prefer having the complete set. Plus, it also takes up a lot less space. So, I'm glad it's actually a small set too. So, and I will be loving this set for a very long time. This is my personal favorite of the Star Trek series. It's the one I grew up on. As you guys know, I did pick up the original series as well on Blu-ray, but and I do plan to get the other series as well. I think the only one also available is Enterprise, if I'm not mistaken. And the UK also has a complete series set too that I do plan to pick up. So, but awesome. I'm already on the third disc of the first season, and I love it. I love hearing the surround sound. Seeing the full 1080p picture is just great. So, and also I've been checking out some behind the scenes footage too, which is great. Continuing on, I will show this one off. This is actually another reacquisition for the collection, which sadly still backfired. I had this set a couple years ago, and when I originally got it, it was missing stuff, and mostly it was a shell with a DVD in it, and that was it. Well, this time I got it back in the collection. However, it is missing its outer slip case, I guess you would call it, or slip. Anyway, it doesn't really matter to me that it's missing it, because I think the outer box looks really good. So to be honest, I think this probably might be the last time I ever buy this set again off the internet. Or if I do, I'll definitely be purchasing it off eBay instead of Amazon. But I think I'll be satisfied with this set. And this is the 60th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. This is the movie with, oh god, what's his name? Man, he just got put in the really horrible Batman vs Super, Ben Affleck. So, but anyway, the set comes with the Nat Geo disc and the movie. If I'm not mistaken, I think it just came with the movie, just an outer shell. Looks like a quote. I take it this was the announcement by President Roosevelt that Pearl Harbor was bombed, and the map of Pearl Harbor that was also missing the set. So everything is here and complete. I also didn't pay a lot for the set. I think I paid like 10 bucks. That was it. And to be truly honest, I can't remember if my first set that I even had the slip. It was a slip that would go over this, and it basically would be like a border, and it had a picture of the movie poster on it. But to be honest, this set looks so good. I don't think I really need to replace it. Maybe I'll check eBay, see if you can buy the slip individually. I doubt it. I guess the only way I would ever buy it again is if some crazy coincidence I come across this at a Goodwill or another thrift store that has it. So maybe factory sealed, that'd be cool. But as for content-wise, it's pretty much all complete on the inside. It's just the outside is missing that one slip. But still, I think like I said, I think I paid like, I don't even know if I don't think I even paid $10. I think I paid like $8 for this set shipping here. So honestly, real cheap set. And I'm just happy to have it back in the collection, somewhat more complete. And then finally, I also got this. This was another one of the most expensive ones I bought. But it was only like 35 bucks, 40 bucks, something like that. Amazon Prime. Actually, no, I did not order off Amazon Prime. I did order off of Amazon, but I didn't do the Prime because if you want the Prime, it was like the lowest price was like $80. I won't do that. So I bought it off a third-party seller, and they sold it to me brand new factory sealed for I think it was 40 bucks. And that was the Ten Commandments. This is the 1956 remake, but also contains the original silent film. But all-star cast. We had Charleston Heston, and even Vincent Price played the Master Builder, or I believe his character was called the Master Architect or Master Builder of Egypt. So awesome set. I will do a full review of this set or overview of the set, but it is worth every penny. And also contains the original 1923, I think, 1923 black and white silent film on Blu-ray. So I've never seen that one, and I definitely look forward to checking out. I should point out I also have the third remake that came out, I believe, last year, Exodus: Gods and Kings with Christian Bale. That was the third remake of this tale that I know of. I'm pretty sure there were other like miniseries remakes. Actually, there is another remake. There was a miniseries. I actually do own it, I think, on Blu-ray from like the early mid-2000s. I have that version too. It was like a TV miniseries. So technically this is the second remake, but I think there's 4 remakes total if you count the miniseries, which like I said, I do believe I own it. But still, cool. Have this in the collection. But I'll do a whole separate video on that because it deserves it. Alright, continuing on, I also did a little bit of thrift store shopping. I went to my local Savers and my local Goodwill, and I found some awesome stuff. So for Savers, I found some awesome DVDs and VHS. I'll start with the VHS first, get them out of the way. I found another version of Terminator I did not have in the collection. I mostly collect these for their artwork. I think they're cool. So, and even though you can't tell because I put them all in plastic sleeves, I did find a factory sealed copy of Air Force One, and the reason why I bought this on VHS again is this is the exact same tape I had years ago. Believe it or not, this is actually a story to Air Force One. First of all, it was the second movie I ever saw with Harrison Ford in it besides Star Wars. When this film, the first time I watched it, I think I was 7, 8 years old, something like that, with my mom and dad. I think it was actually with my mom. It was on TV. And this movie is a rated R movie. Now, of course, on TV they probably did censor it a bit. But I remember telling my mom, I think I was like 7, 8 years old, I really, really wanted this movie, to own. And we actually, I'm pretty sure it was probably just my dad. He called up Media Play, and they actually, I don't think they had any in stock, so they had to order one. And I remember going to Media Play and picking it up. And of course, that tape is long gone. I watched Air Force One probably a million times. Well, not really, but anyway, I had to have another. I've been meaning to pick up some of the old VHS tapes that I got rid of in better condition, or even better, factory sealed. I prefer it that way. And I have them in the collection again, and keep them in the collection. So I definitely have no plans of ever getting rid of this tape. It's worth $1, if even that. And to be honest, it probably will never be worth any more than $1. But to me, it's more of a nostalgia thing. So And at one point, this tape was worth $13.99 somewhere, but not anymore. I also picked up on DVD Valentine. Looks like very interesting, probably like thriller / horror film. Very cool. I also picked up Thumb Wars. Had to pick this up for the Star Wars collection. One of, obviously, Star Wars knockoff films. Yeah, I didn't have it, so anything Star Wars related, have to have in the collection. And of course, as you guys know, I picked up the really cool limited edition gift set. Well, I had to pick up the original DVD set as well, and that is of course the Ten Commandments. This is the original widescreen collector's 2-disc set that came out probably back in 1999. 1999 this came out. So the reason I wanted to get this, one, it's the first release on DVD. Two, I really love the old school 2-disc set DVDs because they're not like how they are today. These are really cool. I'll open it up for you. This is how 2-disc DVDs used to come. As you would open it up, the first disc would be there with sometimes a booklet, but in this case just a insert. But sometimes there will be a booklet for this. And then for the second disc, you actually have to pull the other end out. So essentially, it's almost like 2 cases for one. But I love these, the bulky cases. And these are hard to find too. I remember one of the Star Trek movies, I forgot, but the bottom was completely shattered, and it took me a long time. I think I bought like a stupid movie I would never ever watch. It was I don't remember what it was, but I bought it, I think at Goodwill or something, because I mostly wanted the case. Because these cases, you can't find them. Nobody really makes them. There's no third-party person that sells them, and they were only available for these type of movies back in probably the late 90s, early 2000s. So, because they stopped doing it because they take a lot of plastic. So, but back when they actually cared about packaging. Now we have the eco-friendly cases that have chunks of plastic melted and cut out of them, and they're flimsy and they're horrible. And yeah. Continuing on, while I was at Goodwill, I found these, and I was very happy. HD DVDs, the dead format of HD, one of many. There's actually a few other HD formats, but I won't get into them. This is the only other one besides Blu-ray that I collect, and obviously Blu-ray at some point is going to become extinct with 4K, but anyway, I picked these up all for $2.99. I don't know if you can read it or not. But most of these films I own already, either on DVD or Blu-ray, and I mostly want to pick them up for collecting purposes. In fact, I think with the exception of one, all of these I already own on DVD and Blu-ray somewhere. So first one being Casablanca. I actually have just the DVD version of this, and knowing now I have a high-def copy, I'm happy, so can't go wrong with that. Robin Hood, The Adventures of Robin Hood. Great movie. I have the DVD edition of this, but I do not have the HD DVD. There is a Blu-ray of this, but I don't need to get it now that I have the HD DVD, so cool. Forbidden Planet. I actually have this on Laserdisc, DVD, Blu-ray, and now HD DVD. So, cool. Yeah, I love this movie, so mostly picking it up because I'm a collector, love this film. And plus, it's the first Leslie Nielsen film, so can't go wrong with that. I also picked up Apollo 13. I have this on Blu-ray for the 100th anniversary, but it's one of my all-time favorite Tom Hanks films, along with being one of my favorites Ron Howard films. Yeah, definitely to pick it just for collecting purposes. So normally I probably would not have bought Apollo 13 or Forbidden Planet because I already own them on Blu-ray. So pretty much we're getting the exact same transfer. But they're so cheap, $3. Why not? I would have never went on the internet and bought them because I actually would have spent a lot more money than that. But knowing they're only $3, I can get them in person. Why not? So for exceptions like that, I'll do it. And then the final one I picked up was, I believe it's pronounced, Is it Grand Prix? Something like that. But anyway, looks like a cool racing film from, I'm guessing, either the 60s or 70s. 1966. So, looks like an interesting film. But I've never seen it, but I mostly picked it up because it's an HD DVD title I do not own. And for $3, why not? Alright, so that's it for movies. Now let's move on to the pop vinyl figures slash the board figures. Alright, so for pop vinyls, I picked up Harry Potter. Really cool. I'll definitely pick up probably the entire cast at some point. I probably won't get all the variations of them. I'll just get one version, that's it. So, picked up this version of Harry Potter. Very cool. I do want to get Hagrid. I really, really do. He's actually a really big one, too. But at this point, I think I have to go on the internet to get him. But whatever. Cool. I also got Sirius Black. Awesome. One of my favorite characters. That's it for Harry Potter. I did get another Star Trek figure. I got Worf. I also got Riker, and I forgot to grab him. He's on the other side of the room. I don't feel like grabbing him, but I also picked up Riker as well. So, I still need to pick up Data. I also want to get Deanna Troi. I want to get LaForge. And I'll definitely get Locutus, too, of the Borg. I'll skip the last Klingon, though. It's just a plain Klingon. And, I got Worf. He's good enough for the Klingons. And then I also picked up these two. As you guys know, it's the 20th anniversary of Independence Day. I was surprised actually I was able to find these at GameStop. So I got Steve Hiller, aka Will Smith, and the Alien from Independence Day. So they did have Jeff Goldblum's character, David, but sadly they only had one copy of him, and the box was completely crushed on one side, so I was not going to pick that up. But there's actually another edition. I think it was an exclusive, not to GameStop, but some other store. There's actually another edition of the Alien with his head split open, and that'd be a really cool one to get. But sadly, it goes for like $50. I'm not going to pay that much for a pop vinyl, so. But I'm cool to have at least this one in the collection, so. He's cool, he's got a lot of detail on him. I also like that he's got a cigar in his hand. I don't know if you can really tell, but he does have one, so I think that's cool. I'm looking forward to the new movie, even though Will Smith's not going to be in it, but whatever. And then I also did pick up BB-8. This one I did not get at GameStop. This one I had to order. I'm pretty sure BB-8 was a favorite to everybody, so I'm sure whatever store had them has been long out of them. So this was the internet for me. So it's weird that they made his head not really round. It's more of flat. Yeah, it's not exactly how it is in the movie, but whatever. Still cool. And he's a bobblehead, so this is the second bobblehead, I believe, in my collection. I don't think any of these are bobbleheads. No, my third one. The second one, this is the second one. First one being Han Solo. And the third one being Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm pretty sure everybody wanted a figurine of, Dancing Groot, and I finally got one. I do plan to get Star-Lord, and I'll probably get the raccoon too, but we'll see. I know I definitely want to get Star-Lord, but I gotta find them first. A lot of the problem is when you go to GameStop, they like to put their stickers on these packages. I wish they just put it on the plastic and not the paper on top, because at least, well, actually, just don't put stickers on it at all, because the stickers, the GameStop stickers, they're horrible. You can't get them off. So In fact, all of these that I got at GameStop, I made sure they didn't have stickers. Some do and some don't. I do want to get data. They actually do have data at GameStop. All the ones they have stickers on them, so that's why I don't get them. Same with LaForge too. They actually had a bunch of LaForges too, but they all had stickers on them. I didn't want that. Also, while I was at GameStop, apparently, I'm pretty sure this changes every week. Because I remember one week it was like buy one get one 50% off. And last week when I bought these, actually it was almost 2 weeks ago when I bought these. You could, if you bought two, you get a free Derb or Doib or whatever the hell they're called. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And I picked all these up, so I was able to get 3 of them. Normally I wouldn't jump on these guys, but because I think they're okay. I don't think they're really that cool to collect. But hey, get them for free. Why not? So I picked up Deadpool. It's kind of cool. And these I'm actually kind of interested to collect because I like horror movies. So I got Jason. That's actually kind of cool. So, and I also got Freddy too, as well. I think it's kind of weird though that they have him smiling like that. It's not exactly how you picture Freddy, but whatever. They also have Leatherface too. I wouldn't mind picking up Leatherface. So, but these are cool. I think these are cool. I think the packaging is cooler on these too. But they had a whole bunch of like Marvel characters and DC too, but I wasn't really interested in any of those. So I just picked up the ones I thought they were cool. So, well, guys, that is it from my update. Thank you for watching. I'm falling asleep here, so I'm gonna go to bed. But after I put all these guys away. But thanks for watching, guys. I do have a couple exciting packages coming in the mail, so you can look forward to that in a couple weeks. Well, probably a week. But knowing me, I'll film it and then leave it on camera for like 2 weeks. So, so yeah, look forward to those coming in the near future. And till the next update, thanks for watching. See ya.